Newton's first law states that if an object is at rest or moving at a constant speed in a straight line motion, it will stay at rest or moving at a constant speed in a straight line motion unless it is acted upon by force. Newton's second law of motion states that acceleration happens when a force acts on a mass or object. If the net force is not zero, the object will speed up, slow down, or change direction.
Newton's third law of motion, action and reaction. When two bodies interact, they apply forces to one another that are equal in magnitude and opposite in direction. The tendency of all objects is to resist in any change of motion. For every action, there is an equal opposite reaction. Normal force and friction force. Friction is proportional to the force with which an object pushes against the surface you're trying to slide it along. Normal force is the force pushing the two surfaces together. The stronger the normal force is, the stronger the normal force due to friction.
Here's a first example of Newton's first law. This cart is an object that is staying at rest. There's no force acting upon it, so it will stay at rest until a force acts upon it. Alright, so this cart is again our object, and I'm going to roll our object so it accelerates. And boom, the notebook is our force that stops the object from moving. For Newton's second law, I'll be showing you an example using this ball of acceleration being directly proportional to the direct force applied to it. So I'll be hitting the ball softly and hardly to show you guys that acceleration is proportional to how hard I hit the ball.
This right here is an example of a normal force. It is simply a book on a surface, but the book is resting upon the surface. Then the surface is exerting an upward force upon the book in order to support the weight of the book. There are so many good examples of friction forces that it is very difficult to choose just one. One example would be walking, because when you walk, you apply a frictional force when your foot touches the ground. Another fantastic example of a friction force would be writing. The friction from when the tip of the pen comes into contact with the surface of the paper displays a great example of a friction force.